What's up, guys? Part 4. Can't believe it's been that many already. Let me see. Checking back where we left off. I got my gloves going. I'm going to lift up the cup. And if you don't know why the cup is there, or you don't know why this is there, watch video 1 and you will see that. Okay? So, here's what I got. Let me see if the camera can pick it up. Moving it around. Here's what I got so far. Alright. I've moved my light here around this area. Hopefully I can get better lighting. It's good for me. I hope it's good for the camera and the viewers. So, alright, well, I don't need to talk anymore, okay? I'm just gonna focus on getting started. It's 9 o'clock, the time I wanted to start, so let's march on. Let's hop to it. Okay, guys, so here I am, part 4. So right now, I wanted to bring the chin lower. I wanted to put a little more on top of the head to make it more round. It was getting shorter on me. What else was I trying to do today? Really work on the eyebrows in that area, okay? One thing I'm beginning to notice about sculpting is that you really have to know the structure of the head, or even the structure of the body if you're doing the body. But in this case, I'm doing the head. You know, here I am just trying to make sure the proportions are there. As I said in my other videos, you have to make sure that, you know, it looks as symmetrical as possible on both sides, side to side, and you know, what else did I say? In the scaling, you know, of course, the scaling, making sure it's still the same. Okay, what am I doing right here? Right, see, right here I'm adding more to the chin because I actually shaved off a little more than I would have liked. And another thing I was struggling with today was trying to find, you know, to smooth it in and smear it in. You know, when I need to smear, I need to find a better solution. If anybody knows of a better solution, comment below and tell me if something I could use. I was thinking about using fabric, but I was worried I might get the fabric stuck inside the clay, so that would be a stupid thing to do. But you know, I mean, it's really shaping up. You can without a doubt you can tell it's a head sculpt now. Okay, and it's getting better. So I mean, you know, every time it's getting closer and closer to the bullseye. Let me see. Now, what am I doing here? Yep, the chin, the sides of the chin. That is important part of this figure. I feel, you know, that's what's going to separate this head, the head that I'm going by so far. Okay, here I am shaving it off. It's just putting everything in the right place, guys. I think that's a huge problem. You know, it's different than digital sculpting, I tell you, because the thing about digital sculpting is that with my Mudbox software, whatever you do to one side, it would do to the other. So you wouldn't have to worry about the proportions. So that is something different. It's a new animal when you're dealing with a manual sculpt. And guys, being a hobbyist, I think it's good to get experience digitally and manually, okay? Because, you know, they are a little different, but in a way they are very similar. So that's something I feel I would definitely recommend. I think Autodesk is the company that makes it. It is going to take a very powerful computer if you need it, though. So that is something to keep in mind. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, evening it out. I'm becoming so much better at sculpting now from doing this figure. I mean, you know, I've had so much struggle with this Robin character, but I feel by doing Robin, doing any other superhero style of character like a Batman or a Captain America or even Spider-Man or, you know, something around that animal, it's not going to be as difficult to do, you know, because doing something a second time is much easier than doing it the first time. What am I doing here? Just trying to get the chin aligned with the other side. Yep, and making sure the neck diameter. Because when you lay it on there, the neck is like a round circle. I think it's like 0.9 or 0.8 of an inch or 0.9 of an inch in diameter. So that needs to stay that way all the way around, so it fits on them like a dream. Yep, and there I'm checking to make sure, you know, the parameters are pretty much the same as that GI Joe head. Obviously, things are going to be changed, and it should look just like the GI Joe head because this is not GI Joe. This is Tim Drake Robin. So here I am getting more material. As I said, the blue pot is the material. The red pot is the trash material because when I first started, I was not using gloves and I was getting hair in there and it wasn't as clean looking. Now it's really getting clean. It's a much cleaner. There's not crap in there, and it doesn't look as bad. It looks much better now. So rounding up the chin there, checking around it. So, and I really do love this guy. I enjoy the sculpting, guys. I don't know about you, but I love doing it. So, okay, what am I doing here? Okay, straighten out the neck. So, if any of y'all are, have any questions, and if any of y'all are like, requesting anything, please request it because feedback is always good for the plastic community. And speaking of plastic community, some of y'all may wonder it's clay. It's not plastic, but when it dries, it will dry like a plastic. It's like a plastic finish once it's out of the oven, guys. That's the coolest thing about this stuff is that it dries like a plastic. It doesn't dry like a clay where if you drop it, it's gonna splatter all over the place and shatter. So it's gonna retain that shape that you want. Um, so um, and you can tell there. I mean, the color is already in it too. As I said, I mean, I know I repeat myself a lot, guys, but I want to make sure that you guys know the information that I know. So I feel that's important. Let's see what I'm doing here. I use that X-Acto knife a lot to slice away. That's kind of my tool of preference. Uh, every sculptor has their own preferences, but that's mine. So here's another interesting thing I feel that's kind of cool is to put holes in the face. In my opinion, I feel that a great tool to do that is a toothbrush. It's going to put those holes that every human being has, those little tiny holes. But anyway, back to the subject matter. Just trying to get that. I think this morning I really focused on the chin and the bone structure around the eyebrows. I feel once you got those, I feel like you have a good base. Obviously the nose and the mouth and the frickin' ears are challenging, but I feel those got to be there before you even think about doing the mouth, nose, and ears. So, let me see here. But the one thing I've noticed I've been struggling with, if I haven't is smoothing. Like especially when I'm adding material, like I'm doing right there, and just smearing it in. So I'm usually just using my glove. I wish there was a better way to do it. So I may just get another like latex, cut out a latex glove, just use that to smear it. I think that actually might be a good idea. Wow, I thought of a great idea. Cool. Okay. But, yep, that jaw. Yep, working on that jaw. Now I'm getting water again. Yep. And there's the chin. Oh wait, eyebrow. I mean, what am I saying? Gosh. Around the eyebrows, that structure. So. That was another tool I used today. That I don't know what that tool is called, but I mean the tools I paid for were about $8-9, guys. I think they're worth it if you sculpt a ton. Okay. I mean you could always make your own. Toothpicks are great sculpting tools. Needles are great sculpting tools. But you know, I feel like those were a necessity. Like for that one, I mean, it's hard to find a tool like that where you can scrape off material. Um, what's this tool? That's see, like that's a flat needle right there. Uh, you know, but like a material, a tool like this right here. That one, you know, I feel it's hard to find something to like push down on the surface like that. So, um, you know, I think Hobby Lobby is where I got them. I think you could get them online on Amazon or anywhere. Texas Art Supplies. Uh, we'll have the camera there. Uh, but you know, here I am working on the that chin. I spent a long time on that chin. Okay, so and by the way, this is another hour. So this is my 4th hour going into this project. So, and one thing about me posting part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 is for all you sculptors out there that are getting into sculpting, it kind of gives you an idea of how long. Well, maybe it may take quicker, but how long it took for me. I mean, it took me quite. I mean, this is my 4th hour. I'm still got ways to go. So I don't know how long. It may take 10 hours of labor. So that's something else to think about. So that's why it's kind of good that you guys watch these videos, the part 1, the part 2, the part 3, now the part 4. So let's see. Yeah, see, this is where I got into the chin. Yeah, just the thing about the chin is that the forehead kind of like the forehead and the chin. What happens is I think it makes this like this round fillet kind of in the middle there, and it's hard to sculpt. That's a very hard thing to sculpt. That round. It's hard to explain. It's like it creates the chin. Excuse me, the forehead and the eyebrow bone structure. It creates this little round, I guess, valley, and that's a very difficult part to sculpt. And I think like I kept trying to use my tools, so what I did is I added more material. Right now it looks like eyebrows, but you'll see in the next video in the beginning where I'm kind of, you know, I think that's a more intelligent approach to do that. So, you know, yeah, I think yeah, right here. See, I'm adding it on. I'm adding so it has that little like roundness to it. Yep, there I go. I'm adding it, and I added it down the face. So okay, sorry, I had to get some water there. Yep, adding more there. No, actually, hold on. What was I doing here? Actually, am I adding more? Yeah, I think I am adding. See, I was trying to create that by pushing down and pushing up and sanding away, but you just got to add more material right there. That's a tricky little part, in my opinion. So. Yep. Wait. Let's see what I'm doing here. Yeah, see this. See, it didn't work. See here, you see me cutting. Oh wait, no, hold on. What am I doing? Looks like I'm adding more depth. But you know, uh, so I don't know what I'm gonna do after I'm done with this section here. Once the chin, I would say, and the nose structure, I may shift on to the nose, you know, because that's obviously an important part. Or the mouth maybe, but I think the nose is probably the next step. Once the chin, as I said, once the chin and the eyebrow bone structure is done, I'm gonna shift on to the nose. So, well, let me see right here. Yep. Let me see. I think this is where I'm about to add that sculpt the sculpting material to this size. Yep. There you go. See, I'm adding it there. That's what I was talking about. Yep, right there. So, well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna shut up and watch the rest of it. There's about maybe like a minute or two, minute or three left. So, alright, guys, I hope y'all have a good day, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page down below, and if you haven't seen part 1, 2, and 3, they are down below for you to watch. Signing off, guys.